Hello everyone. Welcome to the course Basic C Sharp and ASP.NET using Visual Studio 2015, introduced by Technolytics Take IT Easy. In today's video, we are going to demonstrate the use of calendar control to perform following operations. Number 1. Display messages in a calendar control. Number 2. Display vacation in a calendar control. Number 3. Selected day in a calendar control using style. And number 4. Difference between two calendar dates. And for this purpose, we are going to use the calendar control. Basically, calendar control is a web control which provides the following capabilities. It can display 1 month at a time. It can select a date. It can select a day, a week, or a month. It can select a range of days. It can move from month to month. It can control the appearance of the days programmatically. The basic syntax of a calendar control is ASP colon calendar ID equal to calendar1 run at equal to server, and you can close this particular tag. Next, we are going to see the properties of the calendar control. First property is caption, which you can set the caption for the calendar control using this property. Day name format, you can set the format of days of the week, such as first letter. Maybe for Sunday, you can say simply S as a first letter. You can say SUN, that is first three letters, or maybe SU, first two letters. So you can make these changes using the property day name format. Next property is first day of week. Gets or sets the day of week to display in the first column. You can set any day as first day of week. Maybe if you want to start from Tuesday, then you can make Tuesday as first day of week. It is up to the user. Next property is next previous format. It gets or sets the format of the next and previous month navigation control, such as short month, full month, etc. For example, next and previous. Generally, you can find these particular months on the top right and top left corner of the calendar. So if you want only three letters, for example, I just want to display September as my previous month. So I can say SCP, only first three letters, or I may say the full name of the month, such as September, as the previous month. So that I can change using the which property? Using the property next previous format. Next property is selected day style. It gets the style properties for the selected dates, such as back color, border color. So whichever date you are selecting, you can change that particular day's style using this property, selected day style. So these were few properties of the calendar control. Next, we will see few events of the calendar control. Now, first event I would like to show you is selection changed. It is raised when a day, a week, or an entire month is selected. Whenever you are making any kind of selection, quickly this particular event will occur, which is that selection changed. Next is day render. It is raised when each data cell of the calendar control is rendered or recreated. If you want to change the style of a particular day, or maybe or the entire day range, in that case, which event will occur? Day render. Next event is visible month changed. If it is raised when user changes a month. If your current month is October, and if you want to change it to September, or maybe December, or maybe September, whichever month, then which event will raise? It will raise the event visible month changed. So these were few events of the calendar control. Next, we are going to see one example of the calendar control, and for designing purpose, I'll just show you this is what the design I'm expecting on my web page. This is a simple calendar. You can say you can get it from your toolbox. And here on top, you can see the previous month, that is September. In between, you can see the caption of the current month, that is October 2020. And here you can see the next month. Okay. So again, you can see just below that, you can see the day names. Okay. I have used short format. So that is why it has selected only first two letters. Maybe for Sunday, it has given only SU, Monday, MO, first two letters. Below that, here you can see the format of previous month days. So 27, 28 are the days of from the September month. So you can see the format is different. Yes, but from 1st October, the current days are started and hence the format is different. Everything you can set using the properties. Also, you can see the current date that has been highlighted over here with some other color. Okay. Here, something is written below this date. That means Navratri. Maybe from 17th Navratri is going to start. So you can write this text using the property. Again, some selection has been done for the particular range of sales. This also you can do. And again, you can see from first here at the bottom, the next month days are there, and hence the formatting is different than the current days. Okay, on just below that, I have created one submit button, and below that, I have created 5 labels to display the particular changes of the events based on certain events. Okay, so for that purpose, guys, I have written this particular code. This is my calendar underscore control.aspx file. Here, as I told you, I have used the syntax of calendar control ASP colon calendar. The property I have used as ID, and I have written ID as calendar1 run at server. Also, I have written few properties like back color. I have changed back color of my calendar. Border color I have changed. Border width. Day name format. As I told you, the selection is what? The value is shortest. That is why we could see, you can say SUMO, the shortest day format we had selected. So which particular property we have used? Day name format. Next property I have used is font names, like the font I have selected as Verdana. Okay, font size 8 point, font color, height, etc. Next previous format, short month. See, I'll show you. Next previous is, this is a previous month, this is a next month. I have selected what? Short month. If you will write full month over here, then what will happen? It will display the entire month name, like September, November, like for the previous and next month. Okay, I hope you have understood this. On day render, if you want to make any changes in the display of the day, then you can, then which event will raise on day render? Calendar1 underscore day render. Next property I have used as show grid lines equal to true. That means grid lines will be visible. Width of the grid lines. Okay. Then on selection changed. In case if any date is been selected, or maybe certain range of dates have been selected, then certain event will raise. Which is that event? Calendar1 underscore selection changed event. Okay. So this is how I have written my ASP colon calendar tag. Just next to it, I have written another tag, that is day header style. So day header style, I have changed the back color of day header. I have changed the font, height, etc. Next previous style, border. So next previous, you have already seen. See, I have shown you. This is the previous and this is the next. So you have, we can change the format of it using the border style, border width, font size, font color, etc. Next tag we have used is other month day style. Okay, other month day means what? See, from 1 to 31, current month days are there. But before month 1, here previous other, you can say other month days are there. These are also other month days. Okay, so if you want to make changes in those formats, okay, then you are using other month day style. So back color you can change, its forecolor you can change, etc. Okay, so that was about other month day style. Next tag which we have used is selected day style. Suppose you are selecting a particular date. In that case, which color you want to change. For example, here I have selected red color. That means if I'm selecting a particular date, its background color will change to red. Okay. Next, guys, I have used selector style back color. Okay, selected style back color. If red color is a back color, sorry, front color, then what would be my back color? This particular hexadecimal color I had selected from the range of colors. Then title style I have changed. Then today day style I have changed. Okay, so weekend day style, weekend, like for example I'll show you. You can consider Saturday and Sunday as a weekend, and you can also change the weekend day styles using which particular tag? Weekend day style. Okay, so these are all tags we have used to make our calendar attractive. Now below that, I have created one button with the tag is equivalent button. ID which I have given is BTN result. Okay, and on click BTN result underscore click one event will raise. Okay, I have changed the name of that button as submit using the property text. Below that, I have created 5 labels, guys, and here all tags are there written just for your reference. Okay, so after writing the entire code, I can see this particular calendar on my design window. Okay, now some working we have to do. So how we will do it? We will just simply double click on the submit button and we can get the code behind file, that is my .cs file. And here also we need to write certain events. So you can see the very first event is my, I have written day render. Day render is what? If you want to make any change in the, you can say the visibility of the day. Okay, in that case you can make day render, you can make use of day render event. You are recreating that date again. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm just checking if e dot day is what is my parameter. Okay, if e dot day is equal to 5, in this case simply I'm checking if my day is 5 and if my month is 9, that means 5th, now 5th September, then what I'm going to do, then I'm going to change the cell as a back color. I'm going to change the back color of that particular cell as some yellow color. Okay, then I'm going to give some label on it. So label, I have created one object for label, label tool, and that with that object I'm changing the text property of it. I'm writing Teachers Day because we all know that 5th September is a Teachers Day. Okay, so I just will be writing a Teachers Day over there. Then again, I'm going to add that particular label on the that particular cell using the dot add method. I also want one image on it, and I have created one object of image, and using that object image URL, I have used that particular image, that is untitled.jpg. This image, guys, I have downloaded from Google and I have added it in my project. Afterwards, I have changed the height and width of my image object, that is g1.height and g1.width. And also I have added that particular image. Where I have added it on the that particular selected date. Which is that date? That is 5th of September. Okay, so here for that purpose I had used which event? Day render event. Okay, next what I'm doing, now I'm checking the date, 17th of October. Why 17th of October? You will come to know soon. See, then what I'm doing, suppose that day is 17 and month is 10, then I am going to create, I'm going to select that particular date. Okay, and I'm going to select the range. Now range how I'm selecting, you can check over here. selected dates dot select range, calendar 1 dot selected date, comma calendar 1 dot selected date dot add days 9. See guys, what I'm doing here. I am just starting with that particular day, which is that 17th of October. And from that day, I'm adding 9 days and I'm going to select, meaning I'm going to select the range of those many cells, or you can say those many days. Okay. Also, I'm changing the label. Label LB1 equal to new label, and I'm going to write Navratri over there. Okay. Where I'm writing? I'm writing it on the 17th of October date. All these things are happening on which day? All these things are happening on the day 17th of October. So on that day, I'll be writing the text Navratri on it. Also, I am going to select next 9 days from 17th of October using select range. Okay. Afterwards, now this way I have done with my day render event. Next, I'm starting with the BTN reset click. Okay. Once I will click on the reset button, all the labels will be normalized. Okay. And back to, the its previous selection. Afterwards, I have written one BTN result underscore click one. That is my submit button. So once I will click on this submit button. Then I'm going to change the caption of my calendar as Technologics Learning. Also, I'm going to change the label to, that is with the today's date plus calendar 1 dot today's date to short date string. So whatever is your today's date will be displayed over here with the preceded with the text today's date. Okay. Also, in the label 3, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you Navratri festival starts on 10/17/2020. This is a plain text which I'm going to display in label 3. Next, I'm going to get the time span, and I'm creating time span object D, which is equal to new date time 2020 10/17. That means I'm going to, start from 17th. I'm going to get the time span between 17th October 2020 till today's date. Why today's date? Because here we have written date time dot now. So now means current date. So current date, it will show you the difference between the given date, that is 17th October 2020, and the current date, and that difference will be stored where? In which object? In object D. Okay. Now next in label 4, we are going to show that difference. How we are going to show? Days remaining for Navratri festival. Okay, because why we give this date? Because 17 October Navratri is going to start. And when we will compare that particular day with current day, it will show me the days remaining between Navratri festival and today's date. So days remaining for Navratri festival here in that object D dot days. So I'm finding from the D object, I'm finding only days, converting it in to string and displaying it. Now I also want to get the time span between new year and the current date. So again, guys, the same thing we are going to do. We are going to create one object of time span class, and then what we are going to do, we are going to get the time span between 2020 12/31. That means 31st December 2020 minus current date. How shall we get the current date? Date time dot now. Okay. So whatever time span will be there, that particular will be stored in the object D1. But we are going to extract only days from it. And how? Like label 5 dot text, we are displaying it as days remaining for new year. D1 dot days dot to string. D1 may entire date is there, that is MMDDYYYY, but we are going to extract only days from it, okay? And we are going to convert it into string, and thus we can get the output. So right now you can see we will be getting one calendar on top, okay? And I'll just show you the output. See, you can see previous date, next date, title. You can see technologics learning caption is also there. Also previous month days are in certain format. Normal current month days are in certain format. You can see from 17th till 26th Navratri vacation is been selected. Current date is in some different format. For example, 16 October is the current date. Okay, the remaining days are been selected. Once I will click on this submit button, uh, you can see the output. Your selected date is 17th. Okay, since assume that you have selected 17th, whichever day or cell you are clicking, that particular day will be displayed in this particular label one. Okay, then today's date, it is showing 16th of October. Also it is showing Navratri festival starts on 17th. Okay, and days remaining for Navratri festival are 0, because today's date we are considering it as a 16. So only 0 days are remaining. Also in the last label we are going to show days remaining for New Year 75, because we have got the time span between current date and the new year. Okay, so this is how we will be getting the output. Now I'll just show you this particular working in Visual Studio, where I have already copied my code, entire code. You can see in design view my calendar control. I have got it from toolbox. Okay, simply you have to drag calendar control here on your web form. Here my submit button is there, and 5 labels are also I have got it from the toolbox. The respective properties I have changed. For example, I'm clicking on the calendar, and you can see I can change the respective properties. For example, next previous format I have changed to short month. You can change it to full month also. Okay, so accordingly you can see entire September, November is written over here. So it is up to you. Accordingly you can make changes. You can see my source code is over here, automatically generated from the design. Once I will double click on submit button, you can see my code behind class will get open, and the entire code which I have explained you just now is written over here. Let's run this code using the key combination Control and F5. You can see my calendar control is displayed over here. Okay, I'm selecting the date 17th. You can see 17th, your selected date. I'm clicking on submit button. You can see rest of the options are also displayed. Today's date, Navratri festival starts, days remaining for Navratri festival, and days remaining for New Year. So this is how we have got all the options. Guys, let's select the 5th September which we had changed. Yes, 5th September, you can say Teachers Day text is written over here, and image is also been installed. Okay, so this is also you can see in the output. So that was about the calendar control using ASP.NET and C#. On behalf of Team Technologics, I thank you all for attending today's session and wish you all a very happy learning. Please like and subscribe our channel for more practicals.